Our minds are like water. So, what kind of body of water is your mind these days? Hi, I'm Farah of Tibetan Healing Movement. In this video, I'm going to share with you a little bit from the Kalachakra tradition to better understand the stages that our mind goes through as we're developing the power of mindfulness and single pointed concentration. And as you practice regularly, you'll recognize these stages and the progression that you go through them. So, water is a really, really great metaphor for the mind. And then understanding the degree to which the water is disturbed or choppy represents our temporary mind, the thoughts that are coming and going. Whereas the Buddha nature mind, we all have Buddha nature, and we're aiming to reconnect and realize this mind, which is very clear and calm and vast. So you can think like a really calm, glassy ocean. So these stages are really helpful to recognize as you're doing a mindfulness practice and developing the power of your mind to focus. You'll see what stages you're on, and then you can know what's to come and what you have to look forward to. So the first stage is like a waterfall. It's loud, it's noisy. You kind of want to run away from the sound of it. Can be like this is just unchecked thoughts like coming at you from every direction and just making tons of noise, not peaceful. So, you know, that's normal. Just stick with it and you'll move to the next stage. The next stage is a river, but specifically a river that's flowing between a narrow valley. So the metaphor here is that the river is inconsistent in that there's sometimes maybe when it's more narrow and there's a lot of boulders where it's like tumbling down, but then there might be a little section where it's calm and clear. So it's just inconsistent. It can alternate between that loud busyness and then have some moments of calm and clearness, which is less thought. Keep going, keep practicing, because you're going to move to the next stage. And the next stage is a bubbling stream. So the stream is flowing around down. It's much more peaceful than that waterfall for sure. But then like some bubbles come up. Like three bubbles. They specifically say three bubbles. And these three bubbles represent thought, but they're very clear, distinct thoughts. So it's not just like a mishmash, random, it's like boop, a thought appears. But you don't follow it. At this point, you've been doing your practice, you've been training the muscle of the mind for this focus and single pointed concentration. So, boop, a thought pops up and then it just goes away. It goes back into the stream. So, things are getting a lot more calm. And as we continue with our practice, here's what we have to look forward to next. The mind is like a lake. So the lake is pretty calm, but there might be a little bit of wind. Maybe there's some gentle ripples in there, but it's pretty darn calm, right? It's just kind of little ripple here and there, but very peaceful. But there's still one more stage to go, and that last one is the ocean, right? The vastness of the ocean. So not the choppy waves of the ocean, but the depth of the ocean. And this is more like the clearness mind. No thoughts coming. You're really now your mind is completely functional. You can focus and concentrate as much as you want to. So, this is This is from the Kalachakra tradition, and this is just the normal progression. So just like we exercise our body, we need to train and exercise our mind. And you put in the time, you do the practice, and you will progress through these stages. But just know it's totally normal in the beginning that thoughts are unruly, they're coming at you all the time, and it seems like, I can't do this. You're supposed to sit and clear your mind. But you just put in the time and then you'll progress through the other stages. So again, you go from the waterfall stage to the river running through a narrow valley, and then the bubbling stream, and then we have our nice lake, and then the ocean with no waves. So, if you have not yet established a mindfulness practice, and of course, there's a deep tradition in Tibetan Buddhism, very specific stages recognize the obstacles, the antidote to all of the obstacles. But, you know, in the moment, if you're inspired to try right now, then you can sit and perhaps your breath as an object of focus would be really good. You could put a stone in front of you as well, but somehow I think the breath would be a great way to start if you want to test it out and see for yourself what body of water is my mind right now. And just know it'll change, it'll develop. Enjoy the process. So thank you so much for your time and attention, most valuable resource. I'm Farah of Tibetan Healing Movement, and you can get more videos by subscribing to my channel or pop over to my website, and I have a free video series where I'm teaching you the prostrations exercise. So I'd love to connect more with you in the future. Take care.